Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into the origins of Concretor.
Right, we've got that four-chapter story, Foundations of a Hero, and also that viral YouTube title, He Built His Own Arsenal.
Exactly. So our mission here is to really pull out the core story for you, find those key moments that define him. And it all starts, apparently, in Kuala Lumpur with a guy named Yusuf.
Yeah, and what jumps out right away is that he's a field engineer. Grounded. The story really hits on his tough hands, quick thinking, and this love for building things that last.
That feels important, not just background fluff. It kind of sets up why maybe he was the one this happened to.
It could be. It speaks to a certain mindset focused on permanence, on structure.
Okay, so Yusuf's underground, working on some big smart city project, and bam, he finds this core. It's described as living cement. Ancient.
Ancient and adaptive. The key thing is it hardens or reacts on human contact, which is pretty wild for a day on the job.
Definitely not in the engineering manual. And then it fuses with him, just like that.
Instantly forms these indestructible concrete gauntlets. It's immediate, physical.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what that core was originally for.
Yeah, the sources don't really elaborate on why it seeks out a human connection like that, do they? Or its deep history.
Not explicitly, but the result for Yusuf is profound. And his reaction, well, it's interesting.
You'd expect maybe panic, right?
Or calling someone. But no, he keeps it secret, starts experimenting.
Testing the limits. Molding concrete, hardening it, even like willing it into weapons, just using his willpower.
It's that classic secret origin phase, but tied directly to his practical skills.
Yeah.
Why do you think he kept it quiet at first? What's that say about him?
Well, it shows that practical mind, maybe. Trying to understand this new reality, master it before just, announcing it. It builds the tension for when he does step out.
And step out he does. The trigger is this pretty ruthless construction tech firm.
Right. Using autonomous machines to just bulldoze heritage sites. For a builder like Yusuf, that's got to hit hard.
Oh, absolutely. It's progress versus preservation, embodied. And Concretor becomes that literal embodiment of resistance, using the tools of construction to defend history.
His first appearance, I like this description, reinforced overalls, concrete armored fists, and a belt of transform tools. Super practical.
Totally. Not spandex. And they call him an immovable wall against injustice. That image really lands. It's elemental.
And his actions in the city, they're described as loud, earth-shaking, and brutal, but never unjust. That distinction seems key.
Definitely. He's not just smashing things. He's creating safe zones with concrete domes, reinforcing buildings that are collapsing. It's protection and rebuilding. Purposeful power.
Which naturally leads to that moniker they give him, the builder of hope. It grows directly from what people see him doing.
Yeah, it's earned. It reflects this renewed sense of security he brings, actively building hope, not just fighting villains.
Then we get to the climax, the big showdown. These seismic machines are tearing up the city center.
He's hurt, exhausted. But he digs in, literally. Anchors himself to become this colossal wall to protect everyone. It's a huge moment.
It really is. More than just a fight, it's a defining act of sacrifice. And the sources say his powers actually change under that pressure.
And they evolve, yeah. He shifts from being a man using concrete to becoming a living symbol of resilience. It's like the pressure forged something new.
Wow. So it's not just about getting stronger, it's about becoming something more elemental, more symbolic.
Exactly. It's that inner resolve being mirrored by the material itself. The concrete becomes an extension of his will to protect.
Which brings us to that final, almost mythic line. No matter how hard things fall, Concretor will rise. Powerful stuff, enduring.
Absolutely. So the core of his origin really feels like this accidental connection to ancient tech, amplifying who Yusuf already was: a builder, a protector. The living cement was the catalyst.
Right. It didn't make him a hero, it enabled the hero already there.
Precisely.
So thinking about this for you listening, how often do we see something similar, maybe less dramatic, in real life? Ordinary people faced with something unexpected, tapping into some inner resolve, some hidden foundation to become symbols of hope. Makes you wonder, what kinds of foundations are just waiting in our own world for the right connection, the right pressure to spark something extraordinary?